Don't forget to follow us on social media for beautiful food and inspiration.
Bitch, make me famous.
Time to get the party started. Pick up my phone just to check and see who's calling. Dress up real nice for the ladies at the bar, and I'm driving in my car just to get to where they are. Here at the local scene is where I plant my feet. It's where I smoke my cigarette and I hold my drink. I look at all my friends, they're all blazing green. Here at the front of the stage waiting for MTV. Where are those guys who's standing next to me with a pipe in his hand ready to blaze for me? About 5 minutes later we're all singing Queen. I get the fuck up on stage and rock the scene, yeah. We do what we want, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. We do what we want, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. Enjoy that band. I turn and head back to the bar for a refill, man, because you know where we are. We're headed out to the car to smoke another one and another one. Now just when the magic starts kicking in, I hear Relapse playing, you know it's time to head in. Alright everybody, now it's time to grab a new drink. Spark it if you got it and then pass it to me, yeah. We do what we want, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. We do what we want to do, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. Enjoy that band. Last up on the bill for the show tonight is Down and Dirty at 5, so we're headed outside to spark up another joint. Now who's got my lighter? Stoner E, of course, shouldn't you be inside?
I'm all up in this bitch, being who I gotta be. I'm fucked up like the U.S. economy. The truth is that I don't think logically. Stoner E take you on a psychedelic odyssey. Now inside motherfuckers is rockin' me, and outside shit we smoke a lot of broccoli. Rocky the roller, yo, that sexy girl be jockin' me. Ain't too drunk to fuck, but I'll probably do it sloppily.
We do what we want to do, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. Enjoy the band, enjoy the band. We do what we want to do, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band.
Molly say that he like jamming, and he hope he like jamming too. Well, I gotta say, thank you, Bob, we do. Yes, I gotta say, thank you, Bob, we do. Well, Bob Marley said that he like jamming, and he hope he like jamming too. Well, I gotta say, thank you, Bob, we do. Yes, I gotta say, thank you, Bob, we do. Yeah,
we do what we want, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. We do what we want, and what we want to do, what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. Enjoy that band. We do what we want to do, what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band. Enjoy that band. We do what we want, and what we want is to jam. So sit back and enjoy the band.
That's Audible Smoke. That is Locals. It's a song about what we used to be able to do. Fucking A. Everybody, welcome to Local Love. If you're watching on Facebook, head on over to twitch.tv/Echoplex Media. Join the chat, make yourself an account, follow, subscribe, make the world a better place. Speaking of the world being a better place, we're going to be live tomorrow, noon Pacific, maybe earlier, to cover the world becoming a better place or a much, much worse place. Anybody out there want to check that out? Feel free to do it. Earlier in the day, Justin Freakin, our friend, will be covering the inauguration in real time. And with any luck, he'll be joining us to cover the fucking postmortem as well. So that sounds like a fun time. And that's about the end of that. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Echoplex. We have a bunch of different shows. You can check them out as podcasts at fucking, just go to your podcast catcher and just type Echoplex Media in it. You can find some shows that are active, some shows that are not, and some shows that only had one fucking episode. I'm producer Dave. You can find me damn near anywhere. The man with all the keyboards, and of course the man with the plan. Who are you, sir?
Juan Maserati, your friendly neighborhood musician.
Fucking A.
I don't know.
There you go.
Just
Man, a few words. Most of them are stoned.
more detailed about this. Yes, I do play keyboards in Rebels Camp and Los Improvisers, and you can basically catch. We have some live stuff on YouTube with regards to Rebels Camp, and so also we have 3 albums available on Spotify and other outlets for you to check out and enjoy, and that's pretty much it. And I'm just happy to be here in 2020.
We fucking made it.
We made it. We hella made it, yo.
Made it to the other side.
How about now? I have to ask my other colleague here. How are you doing? The media wench.
I'm good. I need somebody to join Patreon at the fucking Dingle Hopper level.
You created Dingle Hopper?
Yeah, I need a Dingle Hopper. Any fucking Disney fans in the fucking chat will know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for hanging out with me last night for Meltdown Monday. It was a fucking doozy. We went through a lot of emotions. We watched a lot of different things. A good time was had by most. And yeah, definitely check that VOD out from last night because it's pretty funny. And check out our coverage tomorrow and then Electrodolatry tomorrow night at 7. But right now we're going to play some fucking local music. And I'm going to be mad at fucking Dave for having cigarettes. I don't have any.
This is newish to us. This is Mr. Right by Brother Spellbinder. We'll be back in just a minute here.
Dear Santa, I'm writing and making a list. For Christmas I want true love sealed with a kiss. I won't misbehave, I promise not to pout. I'll even stop flirting when all the girls go out. I'm not getting younger, the clock is ticking on. I want my New Year's kiss before my eggs are gone. My knight in shining armor to sweep me off my feet. Honest and funny, never ever cheat. We love the same music, talk and laugh for hours. He likes to watch my chick flicks, lavish me with love. When I'm down, he's tender, knows just what to say to get me on my feet again and send those blues away. Dear Santa, please help me fulfill my destiny. Sometimes I've been nice. I've been so lonely. I need a little spice. Please bring me a lover who's handy with his tools. Polite and well spoken, but still can bend the rules. Always calls his mother, remembers holidays, fights for equal rights, lets me get my way. Dear Santa, please help me fulfill my destiny. Bring me Mr. Right, the one just right for me. He's hanging up the stockings, cooking fine cuisine. He's the king of Christmas, and I'm the Christmas queen. Handsome and intelligent, and oh so debonair. Loves the way I smile, loves my derriere. Dear Santa, please help me fulfill my destiny. Bring me Mr. Right, the one just right for me. Bring me Mr. Right, the one just right for me.
Welcome back to Local Love, where it's Christmas all year round, so long as the Christmas song is hella good.
Like you were saying, the Star Wars holiday special is like 4 years long anyway. So if anybody needs to take a shower or anything,
That is absolutely
Right.
correct. Juan, can you get a little more gain on your microphone? Just a tad.
Yes, sir. I can.
Thank you, sir. Look who's in charge now, motherfucker.
Blinky.
Bing. What you sipping on?
Just some water with some little Kool-Aid squeezer in it.
Yeah, I'm sipping on some water too, but that'll change.
I'm like fucking Meaty Wench tired.
That's all right. I think we're not gonna. This one probably won't be a long one anyway because we have a long day tomorrow. So
Right. But I'm excited. I like I'm for the first time in a long time I'm kind of hopeful. Not that my cynicism is wearing off by any means, but I'm just like just a little hopeful. Just a little bit.
well, what I'm hoping for is that vaccine, so we can all get back out to the shows, and all of a sudden we'll be streaming 4 days a week.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was because at least hopefully like one day a month we'd be able to throw a show somewhere, like somewhere out that people go to.
Yeah,
Like
I would
6
like
or
to
7
see
people,
some-
but it's still.
I would like to see some vaccine action happen fairly soon. I know they're trying to shoot for 3 million people a day, but it's going to probably take a lot more millions per day to get us truly caught up.
I just vaccinated
know.
the stream.
Thank you. And you're welcome. I do know that I mean speaking locally and staying somewhat on topic, Phil with an F is helping out running vaccination clinics, I think at the fairgrounds.
Oh, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people were saying that like event promoters and venues should be locations for this so that they can get some like money, like that the government can pay them to provide some of the services, and it can kind of keep them in business and in action and involved with their community. And I think that I think I saw it on Twitter and I was like, that's a fucking really good idea. Like who better to deal with a big crowd of fucking people than Bill Graham Presents or whatever, right?
Right? Or like
Right.
fucking AT&T Park.
That would be amazing.
Or you get
Or
you get vaccinated
wherever
if you get vaccinated at the caravan.
yeah, if you've ever been to the caravan, you don't have to worry about COVID. I'm just saying. Just
That's
saying.
so true. It is. Mhm.
Yeah, I've been to some pretty nasty raves. I knew COVID wasn't going to kill me when I got it. I've been to that weird location at 85th and Baldwin in Oakland a few times, man. You can probably fucking the bubonic plague would just bounce off of me.
You're like, plague rats, what? Roasted?
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to being able to go to Art Boutique again. I know they're doing some streaming shows, but I know it's probably real hard for them. And one of the main things about Art Boutique is it was such a nice place and all that fucking cool shit to look at in the lobby and even go shopping for and stuff. So that's a place I'm looking forward to going back to. And on the other end of the spectrum, I'm certainly looking forward to going back to the Caravan because fucking Rachel.
Because Rachel. And that's like our little home. That's like our little home bar.
I feel a little more attached to the Red Room, but I do like the Caravan, and we were probably there more than the Red Room towards the end.
Towards the end
of the before time.
Towards the end of the before times of the long, long ago.
The motherfucking van.
All right, this is Relapse. This is Dynamo. We'll be back in a few minutes. And my water, well, it's a giant chunk of ice in the middle of some water. My water's gone. So I guess I have to replace it with something.
Watch Dave turn his water into not wine.
Boredom's the first step on the road to relapse.
Relapse.
One of the oldest drops we
Yeah.
have on our board.
Yeah, that's a that's super good drop, and Relapse. Their fucking music is fucking amazing.
So good.
Every Relapse song is great. When those cats came into the studio that one time way back in the day, fucking super nice people and just super talented folks. And every once in a while, it just reminds me of like all these like super good musicians. You know, that musicians got out of rough in San Jose in the before times, even because there weren't like a lot of places to play. Like a lot of people didn't go out. It might have been partly the cost of living. It might have been partly that technology took over this area, and so that maybe those people weren't as connected to the community and didn't care about art and music as much. It was a variety of factors, but it'd be nice to see San Jose come roaring back. But I don't know, that's going to require the city to do something about it. And I think the city over the years, especially over the last 15 years, has shown a general disinterest in live music. The city wants things that close at like 9:30 or 10.
Right. But like how to like totally discourage fucking artists from living in your area is like beyond me. Every city needs culture, and that's the culture.
Well,
I'm just going to say that it's getting really tough for musicians to make it out here, you know, and it's like I would have thought there were, you know, for us being in Silicon Valley, where, you know, there's billionaires roaming the spot, that, you know, they would kick down that few mil for the arts and support local music and support happenings around the Bay Area, you know, overall. But I've never really seen that go down in my lifetime. I would like to.
There might be people with means quietly investing in the arts, but it's like probably not like a rock and roll show. If they're investing in the arts, it's probably like kind of like highfalutin arts, like the theater. I bet Hammer Theater, for example, probably has some wealthy donors, right? I bet like there's, you know, I don't know, is there an opera house or something? They probably have like wealthy donors, but that stuff doesn't, like, there's not a lot of wealthy people making sure that rock venues stay open.
Right. Because they get a fucking tremendous bad rap for people drinking there and getting rowdy and fucking fighting and shit. Like, we don't want that here. It's like, dude, I've been to the Caravan like 24 fucking times, and I don't think I've ever seen a fight there fucking once.
Nah, our peeps will fucking shut down that bullshit in a minute. People start fighting and shit. People start fighting and shit in one of our venues. They ain't fighting no more.
Yeah,
they ain't fighting no more.
The fuck out.
Ain't even security does it. People take care of it here.
That's right.
No bullshit too. And I remember one time the Rebels camp was on the show, and they were like, we were talking about how there weren't women at the venues, and it was either Maya or G was like, hey, you know, if you're a woman at one of these venues and some guy's perving on you, you come get us. Come talk to the band, whoever it is. If you're having that kind of experience, talk to the bartender. We got you.
That's fucking true.
And so, you know, it's not for lack of trying from the artist community here. I think it's just that between the city and the tech industry kind of, well, the city specifically stepping on music and art, and then the tech industry not giving back. I mean, when Google builds their complex, there'll probably be a bar with bands there, but it won't be like open to everyone. And it won't be like, it'll be like an upscale kind of fucking very sanitized experience, I think, you know?
It'll be a cover band.
Right, totally safe stuff. Maybe I'd get to play because I play a fair, you know, the disco I play is fairly sanitized or whatever. Like, it's not, people won't get rowdy, but you know, the other thing is on the other side, the DJ side, like most of the clubs where there was a lot of people at for DJ music were always playing pop tunes, top 40 music and hip hop only. And it's like, you know, I only got to play at Splash once. And like that bike party, the shit that I play at the first regroup at bike party will obliterate a room full of gay men. They will be like begging for more when I finish, because it's just like, it's disco.
They're like, no, don't stop.
And but I think that all in all, like, San Jose seems to want like mainstream art, but it seems like maybe the city or whoever's doing the planning doesn't understand that to have a big mainstream art music scene, you have to have that scene under it where there's like creativity and people taking chances and doing things, because otherwise there's nobody to go to your big or medium sized events if there's no small venues, and like if there's just no kind of scene moving under it. Like San Francisco has a scene, but the scene is like a layer cake. And here there's like events that no one's at and events that people sometimes go to. And those are the two layers in San Jose.
Like a tart with not a whole lot of filling.
Like legit, when we did the sofa online, there were more people at some points on our Twitch channel than were at most of the events we went to in San Jose.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
Not the whole time, mind you, but
right.
There aren't even hundreds of people at most events in San Jose. 100 is a lot of people at the small events here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the Sofa District still is, but and it's cool, like, and it's nice that there's like a little strip you can go to. But the thing is, like, the only place I think that's super cool in that area to do music at is fucking the back bar.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
The other spot that had music is fucking what's that? I forget the name of the one there. The Continental.
Forger?
No, the Forger didn't always have. The Forger's gone now too. By the way, it's sad.
Yeah, sadly.
The Continental had music too, and that's the same guy that owns fucking Cardiff and Campbell, and that's all I'm really going to say about that. Don't spend your money there.
And the Ritz. Isn't the Ritz?
The Ritz was there too. Actually, the Ritz did a pretty good job of bringing in. They brought in big acts, but they also like the local scene kind of rotated through there to some extent.
Yeah.
Is the Ritz going to make it? Does anybody know? Are they still there?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. Yeah, the people that run it and hang out there aren't really our scene. Like they had our bands play there, but they weren't like our like circle of people or whatever. Our circle of people is like Caravan, Back Bar, and every street party ever.
Yeah. Brandon's house. Hey, Goon Lobster.
Hey, Goon Lobster, welcome. We're talking.
Yeah, Brandon Eisenberg's house.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fun place to do an event. Oh, go ahead.
I said I talked Brandon Eisenberg out of moving to fucking Weaverville. Like, no.
You should send him up to Reading and tell him to go be friends with Nate. Nate would like Brandon. They'd like each other a lot.
Weaverville is like halfway in between Reading and Eureka. So it's off highway.
So your neighbors are like trees and possibly a bear.
And conservatives. And libertarians. With firearms. The second they find out you're a Bay Area fucking liberal, you're like, not in my backyard.
You're like, but sir, I'm in my own front yard.
You look like one of them there trimmigrants.
Oh no.
That was a weird thing about up there too, is because like the weed scene brought so much money in, and the people up there didn't like people coming up to trim, but those people came up to trim because there weren't enough people to trim.
Right. And they spent cash wherever they went. Cash.
Because they didn't live there.
There was guys that come in and drop like $400, $500, $600 on DVDs and shit because they couldn't get cable out there. So they buy fucking Blu-ray players, nice ass Blu-ray players, and a fucking light ass television and a bazillion DVDs.
Oh, Goon Lobster, we do a fully open panel on a Saturday, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific. So if you can, you have at least like a headset or whatever, and you can fucking follow a link, you can certainly jump on and say hi, and you can drunk stream with us. You got to be a team player though. Can't just get drunk and start fucking ranting. That's like, I get to do that late at night because this is my studio.
I got to do it late at night in my studio when Dave's not here.
Drunk ranting is all you're good at. Oh, okay. Well, just keep like get an egg timer that's like a minute 30. Get like an hour glass, a minute 30 glass.
Yeah. I'm very proud of our scene members, though, that have managed to be very fucking creative in this space. And like Nahal and Austin, they have remote jobs anyway. So they just went and traveled all year by themselves. Just went and did their thing across the United States.
Played guitar in front of monuments.
Yeah. And creeks and rivers and shit, and national parks. That's lovely.
Amazing.
I mean, if enough people know what a creek, if enough people know about a creek, isn't it a monument?
I mean, yeah, sometimes. Depends.
Depends
on the creek.
And how high you set the bar for monument, I suppose. Because I'd suggest there was like an artificial river running through the Niles part of Fremont, or like half real and half artificial, that was a monument to us.
Wow.
We also considered the half pipes a monument. So I mean, our like bar for monuments is very low.
Very, very low. Are there any monuments? I mean, this studio is clearly a monument where I live, but no visitors now. No visitors. The other thing I was kind of proud of seeing people do is like get their chops up on streaming. You know, a lot of people did find out, unfortunately, that to put together a good stream, you not only need some good audio equipment, but you need compute horsepower and you need a good internet connection. And I think that second one was probably a bigger challenge for most people than just having a fast enough computer to like take an image from a webcam, some audio, stick it together and put it through OBS, you know? And I think a lot of people learned that their internet fucking sucks. Or that your router is actually a device you should replace more than once every 10 years.
Oh God, that's probably the biggest problem with my internet here, is that this router is like maybe 5 or 6 years old, and probably on its own has smoked like a gross cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't replaced Wi-Fi routers here, but that's because I don't really use Wi-Fi for anything important. But I mean, I replace the Ethernet cables every summer. That's like Wi-Fi too. And I keep the old ones or give them away or whatever. But yeah, I think a lot of people kind of figured out that, and I think a lot of people also learned that because like about their internet, that just because you have enough downward internet to like browse Facebook and everything seems snappy, then it doesn't mean you have fast enough internet to stream, because that's a whole different story, the upstream. And people who are doing this started to figure out that their ISPs are ripping them off, because they're like selling you this shit that's like 800 megabit or whatever it is, but then they give you 15 megabit up. So if you ever actually want to do anything important with your internet, it takes some time.
Right.
I mean, I pay for 800 down just to get 15 megabits up.
Yeah. And that's what I have.
It's not a whole lot. You should at least have 30 bare minimum.
I mean, I think when you buy your internet plan, you should be able to just buy 800 megabit, and then it just allows you 800 megabit, you know,
either way.
Yeah. Maxed out. It maxed out in both directions. It would be 400, you know?
Right.
Because it's not like they don't have the equipment to give you that. They just don't. I don't know. Maybe most people don't care about that.
Most people don't care about that.
But they could make some extra money by like being like, oh, here are our content creator plans, and they're like another 10%, right? But then they kill you. They hack some off. They hack like 100 off of your downstream, and then give you 20 up in return. And bam, they just made 10 more bucks off of you by giving you less internet.
Fuck. Don't teach these fuckers how to make their own goddamn Ponzi scheme.
If all of a sudden my this show goes away and my Facebook and Twitter bio change to Chief Marketing Officer for Comcast, you know what happened. No, but I don't understand. Like, I think a lot of people figured that out, is that your ISP is screwing you. If you want to consume content, they're here for you. If you want to create content, they're not here for you.
Right.
And so, I don't know, every once in a while I just call Comcast. I'm like, hey, can you give me more upstream? And they're like, oh, well, you're blah, 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 and we can give you this other plan. I'm like, no, I just mean, can you give me more upstream? They're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I just want more upstream. I don't need a different plan. Can I have more upstream? And they usually say no, but one time they said yes. They said, you know what? We'll give you the same rate you're paying now. You'll get more downstream, but you'll also get more upstream. I said, thank you. Never hurts to ask.
Right.
And
That's
that resets
awesome,
it. Then that resets your fucking deal thing for the next 2 years too. So it's better to call and ask for a better plan before your 2 years ends. But like, that's a scam too. The whole thing's a fucking scam. And they're like, people who want to be able to stream 720p to Facebook should be able to do that. That ain't shit. Their next door neighbors watching like 10 4K movies a day on Netflix with their kids or whatever. And it's just sucking down hella bits. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Also, data caps are bullshit. But.
Free the data.
Unleash the data caps. Unleash them.
But, we did notice, like, for example, Sakura, at first she was having big problems, and then she hit me up and I'm like, oh, it's your upstream. And I think she got a better router, or I don't know what she did. Maybe ran a cable to her computer, and then her streams looked great, sounded great. And, it was neat seeing some of the people adapt. That thing Sweet Haya did where they'd play live, where the drummer would start to a click track and then he'd do a Facebook Live, and then they'd capture his Facebook Live and play over that. Oh God, that was so good.
Streamception.
Until the very last layer was Nehal and Austin. By the time the drums got through all those layers, it didn't sound that great, but it was super cool. Super cool idea.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Assignment Earth, you are correct. But don't worry, tomorrow we'll be covering the mayhem about that tomorrow. So I have a song called Brainwash by Mannequin Planet. We haven't played it like at all. It's so good. We'll be right back.
Do it.
The memory banks in our genetic robot tell us this fertile woman. We have got to find her before they start using her for their insane experiments. Insane experiments.
Liquidate the people.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Take away their memory.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Destroy their books.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Invent a new history. Make them forget.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Take their culture in thievery.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Let their language die.
Unnatural
death. Brainwash the people with liquor and beer. Brainwash the people with politics and fear. Brainwash the people with religion. Brainwash the people with superstition. Governments are mafias.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Organized spaghetti.
Brainwash, brainwash.
Kill for culture.
Brainwash,
There's no
brainwash.
need for bloodletting. Give the people choice.
Brainwash,
They
brainwash.
relax and sit back.
Brainwash, brainwash.
They forget they have a voice.
Brainwash,
Their
brainwash.
futures are black. Brainwash the people with liquor and beer. Brainwash the people with politics and fear. Brainwash the people with religion. Brainwash the people with superstition. Brainwash the people with capitalism. Brainwash the people with communism. Brainwash the people with autocracy. Brainwash the people with democracy.
The mind is cycling through a brainwash. Pushing our brains in a thick white wash.
System is designed
Brainwash, brainwash.
insane experiment.
It was Brainwash by Mannequin Planet. It's a little bit of like industrial. That one of the singers in there is Guinevere Q. No Big Deal from the Wyatt Act.
No big fucking deal.
No big deal. Oh man, when Guinevere Q called and we had that thirsty guy on the Facebook live on the Facebook voice chat when she called, that was very funny.
I played that for Darkling the other day because I have it in like MP3 form. And I fucking died laughing because that shit is so funny. Because fucking sex robot. Chip has genius ideas on stream sometimes, and he actually like does them and they work and it's fucking perfect.
That's one of the things.
But also that shit would have got us kicked off of Twitch. It probably would have. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to though, when we can all like be back together for the show. I will only have to be hosting it for another 17 minutes.
Oh no.
Because then we swap.
Yeah. That was great. Chip's a good host too. No problemo. So much shit happening right now, but I guess half of it goes away once we're all in the studio.
True.
My nightmare scenario, and that I'm just never going to let happen, is like 2 people here and then 1 person on remote. Absolutely not. What a fucking shit show.
Come on.
What a fucking shit show that'll be. Nah, it's all or nothing. It's all remote or all in the studio. Like it can't be like mixing it up like that. Only works if you're like doing if 2 people are here and we're interviewing somebody who isn't local, and the point of the conversation is to interview them, then it works. But otherwise, if it's like a panel and somebody's not here in the room, it just doesn't work.
Right. We need somebody to come on board and join us.
Well, you have fucking friends. You can send them that waiting room link. I got the waiting room pulled up here. Oh, what we're going to be able to do next week is one or both of you will also be able to monitor the waiting room and kick people over.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, not right now, but you can send people the waiting room link.
All right. Let me see if I can still function my mouse.
While producer Juan scares us up another guest, here is it was the anthem at the beginning of the Shelter in Place. This is You Ain't Doing Nothin' by Sam RucKus.
We back. Fuck.
This is Sam RucKus music. Check it out. You ain't doing nothing.
Damn, I guess I couldn't stay away. They be telling y'all don't sleep on me, stay awake. And I could give a damn about your jump shots and fadeaways, cause all they be looking at is my takeaways. Try to keep up but don't mimic, I'm so sporadic. Chasing a dream and shitting on a fan favorite while I'm at it. Impatience and frustrations got my behavior so erratic. And everyone's got a story to tell, but it's so anticlimactic. Yeah, and everything's so livid. I'm warming up with this liquor that I'm sipping. It's the way I'm living, 26 now when everything's so vivid. I'm winning and I'm limping. Damn, seems like everybody's got a gimmick. I'm just trying to impress the world in under 15 minutes. But let me take a second and soak this all in, and share all these melodies that I've been lost in, yeah. I'ma jump out the window. Y'all about to get hit. I looked up in the mirror and said, fuck that, I'm the shit. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Check me out, you ain't doing nothing. And I told y'all I would never stop. My only objective is to top the last shit I dropped. And I want a story tell, but I ain't got no plot. So making the pen bleed is all I really got. Hey yo, I was told I speak to an older generation. The rush just feels amazing, but I can't really explain it. And I'm working every day, but never working on my patience. I just speak from the heart and never seek for validation. And rest in peace, grandma, your son is my goddamn hero. I was raised to be a man of honor like De Niro. And I'm so blessed that the work ethic is there. And I'm so blessed I was given the strength to bear anything that crosses my path. And I hope y'all watching. An adversary sign is not enough, need one that says caution. And I'ma stop overthinking and focus on the fundamentals. Bossing up now, making sure nothing is accidental. What? I'ma jump out the window. Y'all about to get hit. I looked up in the mirror, said fuck that, I'm the shit. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Check me out, you ain't doing nothing. I'm a beast, I was born on the elephant's back. You can find me in the Rockies bumping heads with the Rams. I used to sit back, but now I take the lead when I dance. I keep a clenched fist that you can never reach for my hands. I needed to cover more ground with the swing of a pen. Throughout the blueprint, I'm back on my bullshit again. My only objective is move up in the list. So I learned to draw with my elbow and not with my wrist. Yeah. The only competition's the reflection to the last good fight that I'll ever know. You'll never see me in public, and that's except for shows. Truth is, I don't fuck with anybody except for those I chose. Y'all already know the drill, let the record play. I'm feeling a lot lighter, getting rid of all this dead weight. Dropped an EP, that's an album that's a double. And motherfuck your opinions, I'm a bad motherfucker, what's up? I'ma jump out the window. Y'all about to get hit. Up in the mirror, said fuck that, I'm the shit. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, so check me out, you ain't doing nothing. Check me out, you ain't doing nothing.
Damn. 26 now. And I'm a rapper. Fuck it. Might as well go all in. Shit. What's up? Dealing with me now.
Check me out, you ain't doing nothing. That was Sam RucKus. Juan Maserati. What was that shit, the jam?
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
What was that shit, the jam?
That was the jam. Sam RucKus is, his music. I love his music, man. Got that vibe, that soul,
Absolutely. We have a lot of good hip hop. We have a lot of good everything, except we only have a little bit of blues and jazz. I'd really like to get some local country music. That'd be a lot of fun.
Expand it.
We'll expand it. I'd play some mariachi music, even if it's in, a different language. Somebody sent me any music, really. If it was local and original, I would play it on this show. Because that's how we do. Go to echoplexmedia.com/submit and you can submit your local music. Bay Area. We'll be a little forgiving if you're a little out of the Bay Area, but if you're from upstate New York, that's not the Bay Area. But if you're famous and you're from upstate New York, come on the panel. Tell your friends.
Right. Exactly. Sam was on when we did the spring sofa last year, and he was probably one of the best streams that we had that day. Super, super good. He was all nervous and shit. He's like, am I doing okay? It's like, dude, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Go. Rap, motherfucker. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam RucKus is that type of cat where, his melodies are just really, really just lovable.
Right.
All his songs and just really good music.
But he's one of those guys that you would think would have that. You hear a song like that and you're like, why isn't this playing during the montage of people fucking smoking the fattest joint in a movie that you could possibly fucking smoke? But he's got all this fucking talent, and we met him through a friend who knew him from Trader Joe's.
That's that South Bay Trader Joe's music connection.
Oh, I know this great fucking rapper. Oh yeah, where's he from? Trader Joe's. Oh shit, really? On our level. Yeah.
Oh, somebody in the chat said that we're awesome. That's J Train Johnson. Thank you. We're just chatting about local music and playing jams by mostly our friends here in the San Jose area and the rest of the Bay Area. If you got any friends that do music out here, fucking send them our way. Absolutely. Shit. Oh shit.
Somebody has answered the call. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. The echo.
Yeah, we have a pretty bad echo.
Hold on.
Up.
Fixed.
Healed.
Healed.
How you doing, Curtis?
Oh, I'm alive. I'm well. How you guys doing?
Same.
Good.
Hang in, man.
Can't wait till tomorrow morning, you know?
Yep.
It's gonna feel great.
We're gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep through it, and then we'll cover the Civil War that either does or doesn't happen afterwards.
Yeah, I renamed it from all the for all the snowflakes on the right. I named it the Snivel War.
I have to quit now.
We better hope this guy doesn't like hook up OBS and start making fun of videos. This guy's way funnier and fucking articulate. Get to use a bit of a Luddite, otherwise we'd be fucked.
He runs a Mac, so he wouldn't.
I could never do what you do. Dirty Mac user.
You are. But it's okay. We love you anyway. Mac is hella punk rock.
That's a sad oversight. It's a sad oversight.
Welcome to the Cranky Gen X
panel, everybody.
Welcome to the Cranky Generation X music stream, y'all.
Hey,
Cranky Generation X music stream. Love it.
True.
So what's the haps? What are you guys doing?
We're playing jams and I don't know, talking to people in the chat. Somebody said just kind of a shout out from Austin. We got American Dream, former bassist from the Roughies, is in the chat here, and we got like some of our regular Twitch people. We've been talking about like just kind of sort of a little bit of hopefulness for the coming year, and maybe towards the end of the year being able to start having shows again, and then going back to despair, being like, well, will any of the places that we have shows at not be like a wine bar? And then
wine bar? No, that's thinking way too high. We're going to be like in people's backyards.
No, but that's because the place that you used to do a show is now like a wine bar with like a bunch of people drinking white wine and saying, well, I really like the Police.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's going to be that cool. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be 100,000 people wanting to explode with musical and artistic creativity, and no venues.
I'll fucking turn my house into a venue. Don't even play.
That's what I'm thinking. I think all houses need to become venues for like at least the first like 2 or 3 months.
James and Michelle Perry's place is going to be fucking cracking.
Yeah, just pumping the bands right through
that old fucking church.
I just can't even wait. Like the first bike party is going to be amazing because all these fucking people that have ever been to bike party are going to go.
Yeah.
Because it'll also, because it's outside, it might be allowed and safe before other stuff. So it's gonna. I usually DJ at big events at bike party, but if it's going to be the first one back out, I kind of want to just drink 750 milliliters of vodka and ride bike party.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Have you done bike party before, Curtis?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Bike party is amazing, especially, I don't know, like in their third year in, they had the biggest one that they had ever done. And I was there for it. It was, they estimated about 7,000 people at that particular one. That's the one where we met underneath the bridge, underneath the overpass by the Children's Discovery Museum, if you remember that one.
I know where you're talking about. Yeah. That's the beginning point. Yeah, that's the beginning point. Most of the downtown rides, they do it there now because it's a little more organized and they've figured out places where they never get fucked with.
You know, I've been on a couple of them. Well, every time I've been on one, they've had a different starting point. But
I've been to that place a couple times. The other place we've had as a starting place and a regroup a couple times is that big parking lot at 880 and I want to say 880 Tasman, like for the I-880 Milpitas light rail station right there. There's that massive VTA lot. That's another place that it either starts or like regroups at.
Yeah. The last one I went to, they did it over by my house over on 13th. There's like a government facility of some sort and it has a big ass parking lot. I can't remember what they do, but that's where they had the voting, South Bay voting. So
yeah, bike party's great. These two have both been, but have never ridden because I don't drive and I like to DJ bike parties. So, and chauffeuring me around for bike party is actually a good time.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
She took her kids. It was July 2018. She took her kids and the fucking mayor was there and shit. It was dope.
Nice.
I look up and like Sam Licardo is like cutting a rug while I'm DJing. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool.
He's getting hella crunk, man.
Nah, he's like upper middle class dancing. Come on now.
Yeah.
Gets a little wild. Gets a little wild and bends his knees a little bit.
Yeah. There's a loop in his head that's like, every minute is a picture opportunity. Every minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the first time I brought my friend Brandon to play with me at Bike Party, the police helicopters were going over when we were at the Discovery Meadow. And he's like, Brandon's like, oh shit, the cops are here. We're going to get arrested. And over the loudspeaker on the fucking chopper, the cops go, Bike Party. And then they fly off. Like, fool, we're not going to get arrested for DJing at Bike Party.
Yeah.
This is fucking Bike Party.
Yeah, I do like the fact that on one of the first bike parties that I attended, the person that was with me was like, oh man, there's a police up ahead. They're going to mess with us. And the police were like, everybody to the left. Everybody's going to the left. Just follow everybody to the left.
Left.
Awesome. They're like, we just don't want to see anybody get hurt. Don't the traffic's over there.
Well, and it's reached a critical mass at this point that if they were to shut it down, it would be very bad press because like literally politicians go to Bike Party to campaign for like city council and for like county supervisor.
Yeah.
Like it's illegal technically, but it's so ingrained in San Jose now.
But I don't know if it's illegal. I mean, I think they actually reach out the people that put on Bike Party. They actually reach out to the police. They actually reach out to the. I don't think it's illegal. It's illegal to block the lanes. And you brought it up by saying it's reached a critical mass. Well, critical mass is what started all this, and they were, a protest thing, and they would do it just to block the entire damn street, and they would take their time. Bike Party is a different thing. It's like everybody rides in the right lane. Everybody understands. Every once in a while, you get that one jerk that wants to, weave back and forth between cars and cause and kick somebody's door.
Yeah, everybody talks shit to that guy though.
Yeah. The whole crowd is like, get out of here, go home.
Yeah, I got in after it was small, but Mark, who organized it, he's a friend of mine, and I actually help plan the rides sometimes. I'm in the little group, which is really great because they've been super cool to me, and they've allowed me the biggest crowd I've ever DJ'd for in San Jose.
Yeah.
And but I don't think they like ask the police. I think they give the police the route. You know what I'm saying? I think they're like, here's the route. And my understanding, when Mark was telling me, he was telling me at the beginning that it was radical, and sometimes the police would tell everybody to go home, and people would be like, well, no, we're just riding our bikes. And at the beginning, there were confrontations with the police.
Yeah,
with the Bike Party.
They had to realize what they were doing. When you see a bunch of people riding bicycles and ringing bells and yelling, Bike Party! It's a different experience than, seeing critical mass going, fuck your cars.
Everybody's got fucking lights and shit.
Yeah.
What I saw once was we were riding and there was a car stuck in it. And I was like behind or whatever, but the girl rolled down her window and she was like, I just got my driver's license. And so like a bunch of the bikes slowed down and a bunch of the bikes sped up, and we're telling everybody to like get out of the way. Like this person is it was so cool. It was like the coolest, nicest thing I've ever seen a crowd of people do. They were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna
left pedal from the right.
we're gonna not get run over by this person and get them the fuck out of here."
Mhm.
Sure.
Wrong place, right time.
Well, hopefully she came back and
Bye,
rode
buddy.
the following month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got John Renna in the chat. Hello. He says, tell Curtis to play Soul Breakdown. And hi, John. We love you too.
Oh yeah, we do love John Renna. Hey, John Renna, you can hit a bang panel and join the show if you want. If you have like a camera and you're not feeling shy, we'd love to have you.
Come on up.
But you're also welcome to just hang out in the chat. You've been a mainstay in the local love chat, and we appreciate that because sometimes it's a little quiet in here. Oh, how'd your show go today, Curtis?
Oh, it was pretty good. Well, we had 3 guests. They were all great guests, but one of them dropped out of the feed right when we hit go. And the one thing about the Facebook chat room experience is that once you drop out, you can't be invited back in because it's a live licensing thing with them. So we were like, bye. and we held it down. I mean, the 2 guys that were on were really good friends of ours from way back in the day. We had lots of stories to tell, lots of road nonsense that we could keep people entertained with. And so the people that chimed in said it was one of the funniest episodes they've seen in a while.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's real good. That's real good. And yeah, it's like I said, I just hope you never like equipment up because we're in trouble if you do.
I don't even know what that means, but hey, I'll take it.
Start installing interfaces and microphones and shit so that your shit sounds good all the time, man. If you start doing that, we're fucked.
Lies. I am no good at what I do. I'm a professional loser. I lose every day. I'm a musician, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, no.
Juan, have you been tuning into Curtis's show?
Yeah.
He was on the first one.
I was like one of the first guests on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell the story of Juan becoming the first guest on my show. Juan was jumped into a chat room that I opened up, and I had a couple people in there, and I said, "Hey, there's a new button that says live. Do you want to find out what happens?" And everyone's like, "No, I'm out of here." Click. And Juan's like, "Yeah, cool."
Juan's like, I do this all the time.
Good. Bring it on.
And that was it. We just went for it.
He's Echoplex trained.
He's just like, wait, my hair doesn't look messy enough. Hold on, let me pull on it a little bit.
It was kind of gnarly that day. Yeah,
kind of biscuit-like. It was just kind of hovering.
like Wani Bravo.
Wani Bravo.
Juan would look pretty fly with a pompadour.
Imagine him with just like a ton of like slick in his hair.
Oh my god.
Curtis, do you remember when far too many dudes had a pompadour in San Jose?
Too many. Yeah.
Too many. Just wait, like you see a pompadour once or twice a year, you're like, that's awesome. You see it like 10 times a year and you're like, oh, I don't really know about this. And you see it every Friday, you're like, well, this is stupid.
Juan seems like a Dapper Dan, man.
I was once consoling a friend that had a rockabilly band, and he had just lost a singer, and he's like, "Man, I wish I could find a good singer." And I said, "Well, I'm a pretty decent singer, but I ain't got the hair for it." And we just kind of looked at each other like,
You could have rocked a bolo hat, though. I mean, that look isn't just one look.
Oh,
yeah, the rockabilly look. There's the rockabilly look is pompadour. You can put if you put on the little cabbie hat, you kind of ride that like, I think he's in a Celtic rock band. And And then I'd have to start getting tattoos of like, you know, like women straddling a bass. You know?
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, woo.
What's up?
Yes. Go.
Got that in there?
Fuck, you sound great.
Hey, all right.
All right. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I
Holy
just hear
moly.
Echo. I think I got to mute you on the Twitch side. Oh.
Yeah, definitely got to mute us on the Twitch side. It's like a second behind, which is actually kind of
Oh, there we
amazing
go.
how short it is behind, because my video is being sent to my own relay server and then to Twitch and then back to you. And Facebook is probably like 35, 40 seconds behind right now. If you're watching on Facebook, come to twitch.tv/EchoplexMedia. That's where the fuck it is. All right. That's where the fuck it is. Oh,
It always fucks me up every time I'm doing one of your shows and I'm like trying to get on and the Facebook's delayed. Yeah, like you said, like 45 seconds. It always throws me way off.
But this
I'm
is
getting the hang of
this OBS Ninja is way easier, right?
This is cool. This is cool to be able to jump in. I just put the kids down a little bit ago and I was like, hell, it's Tuesday night. I got to jump on and see who's in. And what do I see here? But several of my homies.
yeah. Well, there's like, this thing's pretty versatile. And next time you play for us, you'll log in, I think the same way you just did.
Yeah.
And then you'll get brought in and you'll be able to hear us. And then when we announce that you're on and you're like in the room. Because
that's awesome.
Because people join this without a pro audio setup. It's not set up like that right now. But when we, if everybody is, it'll just send me wave audio from your fucking computer.
That's good to know. I just so happened to be kind of set up because I was getting ready to record some music tonight. So
you're like, instead of doing something interesting, I'm going to come on Local Love.
Exactly.
Well, hey, tell everybody a little about yourself. The audience already knows Curtis because Curtis is in here a lot. So,
well, you guys all know me.
Well, right, but there's people that are supposed to.
Oh,
there were people that you were talking to a moment ago.
Yeah,
and there's a podcast that goes out too.
Hi, people. I'm John Renna, aka the Red Eye Jedi, lifelong monkey fan and follower, and
sorry,
and no, I mean, just part of the local scene here in the South Bay, and you know, it actually all kind of started with Curtis at a monkey show. Their number 2 show actually at the Los Gatos Teen Center with the Janitors Against Apartheid. It must have been like 15, which makes Curtis really fucking old. And yeah, I'll never forget that show because it totally changed my whole life. It was like, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. I got to be here with my music and it all kind of clicked for me at a young age. So, you know, although I wasn't able to kind of put it together in like a band over the years, I just kind of kept doing my music and doing the singer-songwriter thing. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Good deal. Smoking on some of that nice stuff.
Respect.
Much respect.
So how y'all doing? How's the new year treating you?
Good so far. We're excited for tomorrow. As I'm sure lots of people are. But yeah, we're just kind of recapping over this last year, like how proud of some people we've become for upping their stream game and still like trying to get their music out there, even though there hasn't been any shows. And like when there is shows, what places are still even going to be around for us to go to? Is everybody's house just going to have to become a venue? I think we already decided yes on that one.
Yeah.
So
music feels like it kind of got lost in the shuffle this year for sure with a lot of things. I know a lot of people kept trying to do their thing, which was awesome to see. It kind of gave some of us something to watch. I mean, I know Nihal and Austin were just relentless this last year with their videos and streaming, and it was great to see Monkey the last couple months do some of their practices and stuff. And I know the Rebels Camp guys have been kind of doing their thing behind the scenes. So looking forward to kind of hearing what everybody's gonna kind of come out with when all this kind of ends. You know, I'm looking forward to getting back out there and just seeing live music again. Like, fuck, you don't realize how much you miss it and how much you miss people and everything. I mean, like I was saying, I've been going to shows since I was 15. I just turned 40 last week, so I'm like, fuck, I don't have that connection of my life anymore. It's very much missing.
Right. Yeah. So home venues. The home venues is the fix for right now.
My garage.
House.
Garage venue.
Double wide. We're gonna do our first show there.
Dude, I would play a show in a double wide if it was air conditioned.
I'll tell a story. We were on tour about 2 years ago, no, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we played a little town, and when I say little town, I mean a speck called Bullhead City, Arizona. The speck of a town, and it's right next to a lake, right? It's right or next to the river that feeds into Lake Havasu, right? So lots of boating community, that sort of thing. Lots of retirees, and we played this bar. There's nobody at the bar. There's this elderly couple.
Like one of my shows.
Yeah, there's this older couple, and old guy, bald, big handlebar mustache, and his wife, and they look like your classic, like used to be Hell's Angels biker couple from California, right? Mm-hmm. Like living out the last shreds of their money in the middle of the desert, right? And they're hanging out, and there's a couple of meth heads and whatnot, And we're playing our music, and we keep saying, "Hey, if anybody wants to put the band up," and now it's become a joke because there's like 4 people in the fucking joint, right? Well, the meth heads come up, and they're like, "You should come over to our house. We're gonna party." Like they're really like spinning, right? And we're like, man, we got to find a way to get rid of the meth heads. And then finally, the elderly couple comes up and says, "Hey, why don't you just stay at our house?" And I was like, that sounds delightful. So we followed them through this desert community, dirt roads, houses and stuff. But they were like, it drifted from houses to like houses and cabanas and RVs and that kind of thing. And we got to the house, and I'm like, "Hey, this isn't a bad place." And he goes, "Oh, you guys aren't staying in the house. You're staying in the RV." And I was like, "Now that's a little strange." She's like, No. Let me show you." Opens up the RV. It's from like 1982 or something. Like it's one of those RVs that never moves, but it's in pristine condition. It's got all the deluxe couches and the separated rooms and the bathroom and everything. And he's like, "You know what? It's yours. Just do whatever you want to do. We'll clean it up in the morning. You guys have a good night. You're the greatest band we've seen in years here." So we hung out with them, and they cooked us breakfast in the morning, came out of the RV, and they're like, "Come get coffee." I was like, "Okay, cool." And that was our RV tour experience.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a great story. I feel like I wish the story would have been, well, I guess we have to follow these meth heads, because I feel like that would have been
I think the meth heads would have been, we followed a couple of meth heads in our life, and usually doesn't come out very well.
It definitely doesn't come out with somebody making you breakfast in the morning, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. None of them motherfuckers have had breakfast in 90 days, so why would they make you
or
breakfast?
Morning. It's just one continuous.
They're like, "Anybody got some Snicker bars?" I love a Snicker bar.
Reminds me of the time I went on this grand tour to Mountain View to reminds me a lot of that neighborhood.
I'm like, "I'm really far from home. Can I crash on your couch?"
Yeah.
Like,
that's honestly about the farthest I've ever toured was Mountain View. I don't think I've ever gone outside of the South Bay, which says a lot about things.
I haven't toured, but the last time I DJ'd out of town was a long time ago. And one of the DJs that was with us, the promoters were cheap, and they got 3 of us a suite, and it was fine because there were like 3 places to sleep. But the one dude did like too much cocaine and trashed the hotel room. And it was just a bad scene, but it was in Las Vegas, and he's a friend of mine, and he still seems okay. So I guess but most of my other playing out of town experiences have been like uneventful. It's like, "Oh, we'll get you a hotel room for 2 nights." And I'm like, "No, please, just one." I just need to get. Can you get me a late checkout? I'm not trying to stay in LA for 2 days. Fuck off! You didn't even put me in Santa Monica. Playing out of town is always an adventure, and I've never done it like back to back and been on tour like as a DJ because it turns out that nobody likes the records that I play, and so. But out of town gigs are always fun, and like a lot of the best stories we've had from bands have had to do with out of town gigs. Juan, do you have a fun out of town gig story from the Rebels camp? We heard Renna's. It was Mountain View. I was probably there.
It was with the Panhandlers Union.
Hey man, yeah, that was when we did the we got on the hope I'm saying this right, the Vans Warp Tour, and that was a pretty awesome experience. You know, it was like it gave you like just a small taste of what it would be like being on the road, and you know, you when you see all these tour buses lining up and stuff, and the amount of technical requirements to set something up like that, it's pretty awesome to see it.
Yeah, we did a handful of dates, the Warp Tour, and it is a grind. It is a grind. It's not worth it for you get paid like $150-200 to be at the show, and they're like, man, as an opening band, you have the greatest opportunity in the world. And you play, and the crowd that you start your show, and the crowd fills in a little bit, and they're like, "No, we got to go see this other band." Right. And the crowd just literally evacuates right in the middle of your set, and then suddenly, like the last song, every time there's a huge crowd in front of you, but they're not dancing because they're waiting for you to get off because the people behind you are going to be the people that they're waiting for. So you see these masses move back and forth,
at least until the place fills out. But if you're first, that's not.
Yeah. I mean, well, we were never first, but you know, here's the real problem with it. You know, the low pay. I get it. The crowds being fickle. I totally get it. You know, you have to own them. Got it. We can do that. But the problem is that they have a 6 a.m. checkout or check-in. You have to be there at 6 a.m. or you get dropped. Okay. So, and they'll literally say, turn your van around. You're not playing tonight. Right. So you have to be in that line at 6 a.m. And when you get off stage, the first thing that happens is other bands come up to you and they're like, hey, come over to my vehicle. We got this, you know, gigantic luxury liner bus. And this is the band that you should be talking to, you should be making connections with, but they got a driver. They got a professional driver. And that driver is going to start the van and drive directly to the 6 a.m. block. And it's fucking 8 or 9 hours away. And he's already done whatever he has to do to stay awake. He's getting paid for this. He does this professionally. So the band can do whatever they want. So they're out there barbecuing at 10 p.m. and they're begging you to stay. And you're like, we can't stay. We don't have drivers. Like the band has to drive. And if we're going to survive tomorrow, we have to do it in shifts.
Yeah. How the fuck are you going to get through a soul breakdown if you don't get a good night's sleep?
You bastard. You bastard.
How you gonna
it's
keep
not
the?
my
How
fault
you
you
gonna
wrote
keep?
like the hardest song that you fucking hate playing.
Hey, how are you gonna keep the fickle crowd from leaving if you're like falling asleep on your trombone?
What an experience, though, just to kind of get that under your belt and say that you've done a Warp Tour. I mean, that's something you can tell you're fucking going for.
Yeah. In a way, but in a way you like the best. Okay, so the best thing about we did a Warp Tour where we only did one date, and then we did a Warp Tour where I think we did 5 dates, and the 5-date one was probably the best thing about it. There's the two things that are the best thing about Warp Tour is that if you are invited to the first show, Vans shows up, the Vans of the shoe company shows up, and they literally have 2,000 or 3,000 boxes of Vans divided between this is the size 8, these are the size 9s, these are the size 10s. And as a band member, you have basically a ticket. You can walk in and grab whatever you want out of that pile.
Wow.
And they're all the shoes that didn't sell to anybody, right? So they're the horrible colors. They're like,
but if you're in a band, that's also what you want.
Yeah. You want something that's just like obnoxious.
Trendsetter.
So,
trendsetter. And rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they stopped making them because they're ugly.
Yeah, I remember mine were sky blue velveteen kind of thing. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny listening. It's funny listening to that because like in like where I'm from, like sort of DJing, like for a while I was playing like bigger shows where there were like touring acts and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there was 6 a.m. was like not even in the vocabulary. Like the other, I felt like if I was playing at like 11, the other DJs would make fun of me if I showed up at 9:30.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like, well, you're here already, so you must have played earlier than me. But what you were talking about with the multiple stages, I would always ask, are there multiple rooms? And the promoter would say, yeah. And I'd be like, who's playing at the same time as me? And if I found out they were more popular than me, I'd be like, oh, I mean, it's just going to be $800. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to play early because I want to get home by Wheel of Fortune.
As I got older, I wanted to play earlier and earlier and earlier, right? When I was like 25, I was like, how late's the party go? They're like 5. I'm like, put me on at 4. Everybody's still there, really wants to be there, right?
Yeah.
And like at a multi-room event, there'd be less rooms open at 4. Now they're like, oh, we're throwing a rave. I'm like, what time does your party start? They're like 11. I'm like, I can't play. Because I don't want to open, right? Like, you don't want to open, especially like I don't want to open because I play this like kind of frantic disco music and like, what's the person after me going to play, And, but then if I want to be there at a time that people are there, it's like 2, but then it's not in San Jose. And it's just a big mess. And we can't play ravey. Well, there's no ravey raves anymore either, but I can't play ravey raves. Oh, on Down Ballot, we were talking about the guy that, if you all remember Ghost Ship, that rave venue that burned down. Yeah. The guy finally like took a plea deal and like basically did his time served, and everybody was mad about it. And like I was thinking, like the venue owner, the person who owned that building, like nothing happened to them. Nothing happened to the person that owned that building, and I think that's pretty bad because they certainly knew what was going on there.
Yeah, for sure. They shirked responsibility. I mean, they had the right to boot everybody out, or at least make people follow fire laws and that sort of thing. But there was also a little bit of grumbling over whether or not these were people that whether the fire was started by an external source, i.e., people that were in competition with the Ghost Ship.
You know what? So, I got a little bit of a tweaker vibe, so that doesn't sound untenable. But also, like a friend of a friend was like had been there, and they were like running a rave sound system off of 2 orange extension cords. Yeah, and so I feel like that might also be the cause of the fire.
Yeah. No, the reality is when you saw the before pictures, there were literally just
tapestries.
Massive staircases made out of pallets,
and there were tapestries, otherwise known as kindling.
Yeah.
I heard from a couple different QAnon theorists that they were filming an episode of Forged in Fire there, and things got out of control. So I don't know, something to think about.
Yeah,
dry humor.
Way to cross the streams, John.
Dry humor. No, but like, I couldn't imagine being a promoter for a rave and then throwing a rave in a spot where like there's hella people's couches and shit like next to the DJ. Like even like, or for a rock show, if you're going to do an illegal rock show, not at a club, what you want is like a blank fucking square warehouse that you can cram a bunch of people in, hopefully with a roll up door.
Yeah, we did.
I would be on the couch next to the DJ probably.
Probably our first or second attempt at a show. We did a full-on massive concert in my living room, and I remember just gutting the living room, and anything that I couldn't get out of the living room, I literally like drilled nails into the wall or screws into the wall and then roped it to the wall so that, you know, if people were pitting, they'd hit it and it wouldn't fall on them. And it was good to do that because there was literally a 150 person pit inside my house.
Do you remember back in the day seeing shows like that all the time where you just go to some random house party in like Sunnyvale and there'd be like
San
3
Leandro
bands in the living room and there'd be mosh pits and just
Castro Valley,
cheapest
North
beer
Canyon,
drinking and
yep.
You know, man,
we were going to those parties too, but it wasn't usually bands and moshing. It was usually like DJs and MDMA.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot more big house parties. Maybe it's just because you're younger and you found out where the big house parties were. I don't think that there's, but also like, I don't know, like maybe the cops like fuck with house parties more now. I don't know.
Well, see, I never went to a rave or a party where there was like
you
DJ.
would love a rave.
I've never ever been. All of my friends that were all into that, they were all off doing, you know, psychedelics and going to raves. I was busy going to punk shows and going to fucking see Curtis play. You know, that's where you could find me. And so, you know, I think that stood a longer kind of test of time than for me than, you know, some of the other shit would have.
Yeah, we were just like house parties, though. I wonder if we're just too old for house parties, or if we have a house party, do they invite you over for dinner and it's like an adult affair and you enjoy it because you're also an adult?
I think all of the above. I think I have thrown both here. But I'm lucky enough to where like the house that we're in right now is 100% suitable for a house party.
Nice.
As long as it's just the homies.
Suitable for a house party as well. And for my 40th birthday, I want Monkey to play, but my 40th birthday just happened, so that's not going to happen now.
No, mine too. Mine was in September, and I wanted to have a big old fucking party for my 40th birthday, and it was just like,
have a rager down the line and just make up for time lost.
But what's
what we need to do is find somebody else's house to have the rager at. That's the first rule of having a rager. Have it at someone else's house.
Yeah, but how old are you now?
Me?
Yeah,
I just turned 40 on the 1st.
Well, you know that we would never celebrate a 40th birthday. It's always 42. 42.
Gotcha.
42 is the number.
I thought it was 29 again that you keep celebrating.
It's 42 is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
True.
Well, since we got John Renna here, I'm going to play a John Renna song. This is Back to San Jose because we've been talking a lot about San Jose.
Please don't.
Why? It's a good song. And then I'm going to play a song by a Monkey next. So
hey, this album's almost a year old already. Can you believe that?
I think you were the last person to play live in this studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the last person to play in here. Anyway,
well,
Back to San Jose by John Renna. We're going to call that a segment. We'll be back in just a minute with more local love.
electric culture shock. Population has increased on the city limit sign. Nothing looks quite the same as the last time you came by. If I ever make it back to San Jose, I've got a one-way ticket. I could never stay. If I ever make it back to San Jose, you're always in my heart, even if we're worlds apart. My wrinkled face is growing older. Please try safely is what I told her. As the greyhound tries to wait. If I ever make it back to San Jose, I've got a one-way ticket back to San Jose. If I ever make it back to San Jose, you're always in my heart, even if we're worlds apart. Going back to San Jose. 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 Going back to San Jose.
All right, everybody, we back. That was Back to San Jose by John Renna. Fuck yeah, John Renna. Hey, Chip, welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us again.
What's up? Sorry I'm late.
No worries. No worries. You know what I miss is being able to fucking hand the show over to you after the first hour.
Oh man, I remember those days. Oh, the good old days. I miss those days when we all actually like got in the studio and smoked together. This is still it's been a whole year. It's still been an adjustment for me.
I have lots of pictures of us handing joints to each other.
What? No.
I do.
No. There's no photographic evidence of us smoking copious amounts of marijuana in the studio. What?
It's perfectly legal. I don't see why there wouldn't be.
So last time we had you on, we didn't even ask you to tell the people about yourself. Can you tell the people a little bit about yourself, what you're doing here and how you came to be here and like why you're not doing something more interesting with your time?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Chip DeVille, and I am part of the Local Love team here on Echoplex Media, and I'm also a DJ and musician, as well as a sometimes co-host / intern. And I'm here because I am grounded. My office got closed, and so everybody got sent home for 2 weeks, and I am grounded. And I should not spend this much time alone. Like
that
ever.
sucks.
Yeah, but you know I'm healthy, so drink up, fuckers. Your hair is straight, Ashley. I like this. This is different.
I was telling at the beginning of the stream, I was like, I need to like somebody to join the Patreon at the fucking dingle hopper level, because anybody who's like a Disney fan knows what a dingle hopper is, right? You know, a dingle. Look how long. Look, I need a haircut. Somebody save me. I could like brush it all in front of me and be Cousin It for the whole stream.
You could just like put it out a window and have like Jerry Monster climb up the window and be like, I'm coming to you, babe. Oh yeah.
It's a mop. It's going to consume me. But at least I could bleach it and fucking dye it myself. Thank God for that.
I just shaved my head now. I'm so lazy.
Definitely looks fabulous.
Yeah,
me too.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, it's also a Vietnam cut. It's easier.
That's what the most important thing I learned during shelter in place is that I actually don't have to spend $27 every 3 to 6 months on a haircut, because I like usually wear a hat anyway. You just get like a good pair of clippers and just shave your fucking head with a little protector on it so that you're not chrome doming it and you're good.
I feel it
yourself, and then I just have my wife kind of square me up in the back, and I'm good.
Oh shit! I don't have a wife. I wonder what the back of my head looks like.
You should get one.
Well, no, I mean, maybe not. I mean, that would suck for her.
Turn around on camera real fast. We'll keep an eye out for you. We got you. Yeah, I guess a little bit on the right side. It's cool.
One of those mail order brides, Dave.
Or maybe one of those male brides.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just get one of those male brides, just for certain things. It doesn't have to be
for like the whole thing.
You need enchiladas. You need somebody to take the car for a wash.
I don't know if anybody out there has seen the George Clooney interview that's happened recently. It's one of those stupid Access Hollywood videos, interviews with George Clooney, and he admitted to using Flowbees to cut his hair. You know what Flowbees, right?
The vacuum and vacuum
cleaner attachment that cuts hair
as it cuts.
Yeah.
You know what? Like a lot of people find Clooney attractive, and I feel like maybe I should cut my hair with a Flowbee too, so I can like.
But that's the crazy thing is here's this $1 million actor, and they said, wow, you cut your hair with a Flowbee. Wow, that's a long time ago. He's like, no, actually, I have. I'll go grab it.
Out there though, like some stylist out there heard that interview and was like just pissed. They're like, that motherfucker. Like,
it turns out George Clooney doesn't look good just because his hair is perfect.
Yeah. But that's the thing is if you like even tempered blasé haircut, he's got it nailed. It's perfect every time.
Right.
He's always had
every hair is exactly the same length.
It really has.
It's vacuumed to the appropriate length.
Also,
I just need
mess.
Somebody who can cut a straight line.
Yeah. So what?
I just need somebody who can cut a straight line.
Well, that's a Flowbee.
No, it's not. Be a little different with mine.
You need an attachment for it like this fucking long.
Clog that motherfucker in like 2
just bring
seconds.
a shop vac in, just get it.
And that's
Don't
what
give Jero Monster any ideas. He's already afraid I'm going to shave my head. I've threatened it a couple of times. I'm like, I could just shave the sides. It'd be fine. He's like, fucking no.
Hold on.
Riveting Radio on Echoplex Media live.
Hey, this is COVID Cope on Local Love. Okay, can you just like forgive us a moment?
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the COVID Cope Club. Today we're going to learn about music and marijuana.
Speaking of music and marijuana, you should probably play some ass.
Ooh.
I think so. We opened with ass, but that doesn't mean we can't. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in what I said. Is there a song you got to hear?
Wait, I heard you were going to play some Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Can I request a Monkey song?
I have.
No, do not request.
You got to demand it. You got to demand it.
I don't have their whole. I don't have their whole collection, which I fault Curtis for. But also, like, I feel like what I do have is like we cherish it more. So I think.
I bet you'll have what I'm going to request.
Yep.
Can I request $30 suit?
I don't have it.
What the fuck?
Hey man, it just makes me love the Monkey songs I have more. Okay.
Okay. How about Bed of Fire?
I don't have it.
If he doesn't have a $30 suit, then he doesn't have Chonguita.
So
you got to get that fucking album mix.
Well, I mean, like we have a process, and the guy who did it is here, but I'm not like going to sweat somebody on my show because they didn't send me enough of their music. That's your job.
Get that fucking album on your show, or I will fucking come over there and.
You can't go over there. You can't go over there. You can't.
Allow me to explain to the listener how the show works. All of the music that you hear on Local Love is by submission only. So anything that you've heard on this show, either now or previously, has all been submitted by the artists. So hey, artists, send your music.
Unless it's a song about my baby fell in love with Q Anonymous, then we just play it without permission from YouTube because it's funny and we're doing transformative content on it. But I think I heard Renna ask for Rude Vibrations at one point out of desperation, and I do have that.
We like that one.
I really like this song too. If I was going to pick a Monkey song, I would play it, and as evidenced by the fact that I've played it more than the other Monkey songs I have in the.
This one has Soul Breakdown on it.
So hey man, you could maybe like bug Curtis tomorrow and be like, hey, you need to send Local Love more music because I felt embarrassed when I tried to request.
I'm going to send them every song except for Soul Breakdown. I have a new tune called "Fuck You, John Renna." Fuck you.
I mean, actually, I could just pull that from the show, and now you do have a new song called "Fuck You, John Renna." Fuck you. Make it repeat a few times.
Yeah, just put it to some banjo music. Fuck you, John Renna.
I think I've been requesting that song, I don't know, probably for the last 15, 20 years.
Oh, fuck you, John Renna? Yeah, of course.
No.
I hear people saying it all the time.
He changes that.
I kid.
You kid.
Monkey, Rude Vibrations. This is a show.
Rude vibration. Rude vibration. Hey, rude vibration. Rude vibration. If you plan for motor west, if that's what you decide, let me take you on a trip, let me take you on a ride. Don't miss the point and hit the line, just in case you never tried. In and out is what me love, watch me rolling like the tide. I am all over this country, not unlike the Great Divide. What the best in the West, fill me up with joy and pride. It is a smooth and rude vibration, everybody step aside. When me come to get me kicks, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Road vibration. So road vibration. Road vibration. Now your monkey them a play. Road vibration. Oh, Road vibration. Road vibration. Sing it to me one more time. Road vibration. Road vibration. Cracker doors, hit the course, the golden one, me love the most. Catch the spirit, run the engine, make sure it don't give up the ghost. Hear me through the grapevine, I'm the first past the post. Number one, the pan the one, now me go on for brag and boast. Roll the pan the one, no one the pan the King's Highway from San Diego till me reach San Francisco Bay. San Anselmo, San Luis Obispo, and the other city, them that start with S and end in O. Road vibration. Yeah, road vibration. Road vibration. Sing it to me one more time. Road vibration. Take it out, yeah.
By demand, kinda. Those rude vibrations.
I almost smoked that entire joint in the time that song played.
One of the greatest ever.
Can you do like a reprise version of it that's like 30% longer so that Chip can smoke an entire joint during rude vibrations?
I was pretty proud. I was like, damn, I'm almost done. I was like, I'm gonna fucking smoke this. I'm gonna have it done by the time the song is done. But I was too busy dancing. Sometimes it's just you gotta dance and it gets in the way of smoking weed.
It's true. It's true.
Priority.
Monkey will do that to you.
You ever get drunk enough that you think you can dance and drink at the same time?
No comment.
That's where small pints and big pints came from.
Okay, explain.
Oh, remember when the Viking used to come on the show and she described to us the speed of which metal is judged as whether or not you can kick punch to it with a small pint or a large pint to the beat. Small pints is like if it's really fast, that's small pints.
That's pretty good.
Like slower song, big pints because you're going slower. You know, you don't lose much beer.
Like it's a measurement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A measurement of tempo.
Small, large. There is no large pint. There's no small pint. There's only pint.
Glass.
Glass.
Small pint.
Yeah,
pint.
like
Pint
small
Pint
glass.
glass, like a drink, like
Yeah,
pint
like
glass.
a small glass.
But if it's a pint glass, then it's made to fit a pint.
Yeah, the volume is the same.
Right. Yeah.
Therefore, ipso facto.
Ipso
facto. Tune in Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow night.
Hold on.
She meant
There is
mug.
something called an imperial pint. And that's a little taller and it has a little bubble at the top of the glass.
Oh, like the Guinness glasses.
Yeah, that's an imperial pint, which is an old British way of measuring pints.
Holy shit. We're learning about math and music on the show.
Like an ounce and a half more.
Well, Curtis has spent a bunch of time in England, so he knows about all these.
That's awesome.
Well, you were supposed to go this last summer, right? And then obviously COVID happened.
Yeah, COVID pulled it, and like $4,000 of my money is sitting in tickets. They won't give back you. They won't give you back the money, but they'll like you can redeem it for a future flight, and it's just BS.
If I had a popular show, we could make them refund your money.
I have $700 sitting in Ticketmaster.
Yeah, when are you going to change your format to 7 on our side?
We're doing that, but it's always about Facebook. And so it gets boring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed that there's an FTB sticker right behind him, and and you guys were like doing this ding 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 noise earlier, and it made me think of a song by FTB.
It's called
Pissin.
Oh God, I love
really
this song. You know why I like it? Because the rest of that album is like this fucking this hella smooth funk,
right?
And like a little bit of rock and roll, but like a lot of like smooth funk. And then there's this. This is FTB. This is Pissin. And look at Chip all producing the show even from home. Look at that.
It's my way to the highway, says the man who writes the checks. It don't make no common sense, and you don't make no mess with your knuckles. Watch, you won't fight that fight, but here's what happens next. This story don't work no more, says the man who writes the checks. Now sing it, oh, 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 pour me a double. I'm in trouble again. Dumping fist in the wind. It's my way to the highway, says the man behind the badge. You've been stirring up a ruckus and driving way too fast. Well, you may ride on this here night. You best bite your tongue.
RucKus, FTB, Pissin in the Wind, and that was
I love that song.
That was the great Josh White singing that song, who is one of the original DFA FTB band members, was in the band towards the very end.
One of our usual Twitch viewers who watches us do, I don't know, make fun of people who think the moon is a donut shape. It's like, this is so cool. I was like, oh no, this is just my friends. And then it occurred to me that you're not just my friends. You're the people I would hang out with in real life if we could do it.
Right.
And yeah, fuck it. I think that we run into a lot of people like here on Twitch and in streaming who like do this like for human connection. And Media Wench, you and me are like way different. We've always like had like a ton of friends. I'm not like saying anything bad about the people on Twitch who do this for human connection, but I think like once the lockdown goes away, there's no way you and me are streaming fucking 7 days a week. There's absolutely no fucking way. We might be streaming 0 days a week for like 10 days. I'd be like, Media Wench, I still have $14. Is there a place that will pour us a porter?
You remember the early days? You remember like the super early days when we were like, all right, guys, one of these days we're going to stream for 24 hours straight. Like, and like
we did 12.
We did 12.
Well, that's still formidable. I think that is good.
I think, and that was like way back in the day.
And that was like when there was like 2 shows, and now you got like
7
shows.
8 shows. Because there's 2 on Friday.
You know what's funny is that we have less podcasts than the most podcasts we've ever had because we don't release this shit to anybody. If you're not watching us live, like somebody hit us up, they're like, oh, we see you're covering the anti-vaccine movement on your podcast. You know, which podcast should I listen to? I'm like, dude, I don't know when the fuck I was talking shit on the anti-vaccine movement. What you need to do is tune in every time I'm live.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah, that could be any.
This Local Love, me and Juan started it. We were in a Facebook chat on a Thursday, and the next Tuesday we were up live with Local Love via audio only. Do you remember how little? Do you remember how little music we had, Juan?
Man, it was like, you know,
Rebels Camp Radio, all Rebels Camp all the time. Not really.
It was pretty cool, man. It was like, you know, seeing it start from the beginning of it all and watching it really, you know, expand into and cool shit. You know?
Hey, look at that.
Yeah,
Juan's a twofer. Juan's a twofer. He was on the first episode of the Plex too.
Big Daddy Juan.
But you know what? I'm really excited that, you know, because I do agree with that. Once the lockdown ends and stuff, you know, I probably would like to be more outside.
Please, sir, can I go outside?
John Renna, would you like to be more outside too?
Yeah, I mean, I get to go outside every once in a while with my kids and see the backyard and take them to the park every once in a very great while. Yeah, I
feel like, hey, stay away from that other kid.
I do. I have to, it's very fucking stressful, and I feel very much like a prisoner in my own house these days, and it's a very numb feeling. Like I was just telling one of my best friends tonight, I was like, "Hey, bro, I haven't seen you in like 4 or 5 months." I was like, maybe we could have like a little social distance hangout like soon. You know, like time is just fucking passing by so quickly now, and I really miss the things I love, live music, and I think for me, like the thing that's really fucked with me, not only the live music not being there, but it's been the community that all kind of fed off each other. It was,
True.
You know, as fucked as it had become over the years with all the venues closing and all the drama and this and that, like there was still a community and we were all still sticking together. And it felt like all this other thing, you know, all these other things going on in the world kind of pushed, you know, what we were doing aside, rightfully so. And, but yeah, it just felt like, you know, that community that we had was also kind of, you know, pushed down in this whole lockdown. So I'm, this is great to be able to see all you guys and hang out with my friends. Even
I moved to the South Bay from San Francisco, and the first thing that struck me was like how pushed down like the scene was here. Like it was just a different thing. I mean, I'm glad I moved here. Like I've made like meaningful friendships with like very like cool people. And I think maybe that wasn't happening when I lived in San Francisco, but it could also be like coincidence, right? But we've, to some extent with Local Love, tried and failed to build like an online community for the area. And I think it's probably mostly our fault, but also like I just don't feel like Silicon Valley and the South Bay like have this building community thing in the DNA of the culture or whatever. I don't think that's a thing that we do.
I think it's ingrained in everybody a little bit differently, though, kind of depending on where you're from or where maybe you've migrated here from. Curtis and me, and I know several of you were all kind of born and raised here, so you kind of came along with a lot of the same people and went to the same shows, and like to kind of touch on what Curtis was telling earlier about the Warped Tour. Like for me, my Warped Tour is like Sofa Festival. Like that to me. I mean, I've been to 1,000 different fucking Warped Tours. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, who doesn't like to go see Real Big Fish every once in a while? But but
I just got to tell you, no matter who I have on any of our shows, a little bit of the cynicism comes through at all times, and I love you all for it.
But they know what they're here for. Sofa's like my fucking Vans Warped Tour. I mean, I remember my greatest show that I ever got to play and open for was at a Sofa Festival several years back, where I was.
Uh-oh. Have I lost everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
we lost. Oh no, we lost John right in the middle of the story. Here, let me check the waiting room. Oh, he's back. How did he get back into? Oh well, whatever. Smart guy.
It was one of the coolest fucking days of my entire
Hey,
life.
John, we lost you for a minute. You like dropped out and then you came back.
Oh,
the crazy thing is I didn't lose them.
Yeah, me either.
Well,
some of you guys are lagging, but
Me,
I look pretty.
Well, can you start your story over? Because the fucking the hungry masses on Twitch didn't hear it.
Well, for the Twitchers and Twitchies, I was just telling my fine friends here that
Except
one
for
of the
Dave.
greatest.
Dave couldn't hear you.
Except for fucking producer, goddamn Dave, get your shit together, man.
Dave wasn't here, man.
Oh shit, Dave, get your shit together. It's fucking
Dave has left the building.
No, I'm here again, but start your story over.
So long story short, I got to play Sofa Festival a couple years ago, and it was somehow, some magic way, I got put on the fucking bill to play the Cactus Club stage, what is formerly the Cactus Club. I'd never played Cactus before, so it was my first. And it still smelled like piss. And they put me on the opening. I guess I was supposed to be on back bar, but they decided, since everybody was on the other side of the street, to just put it over on Miami Beach Club. So I was opening for Audible Smoke, FTB, Yeshua and the High Tones, Monkey, and there was like one or two other bands that were like on this whole bill that were playing Miami. And
was
outside,
it Shark in the Water? I hope Shark in the Water was there. I love that band.
No, I can't remember who else. It was a couple other bands I'd kind of heard of before, but they weren't like really our genre. They'd kind of played. I don't know. It was just weird how they had it structured. Anyway, I was just like a solo acoustic acting, but I got to play with all my fucking friends and see all my favorite bands that day. And I got to play, and it was just like the most amazing fucking day in the world. You know what I mean? Like that to me is like.
You got to play first, so that means you got to run around and watch everybody else play the whole rest of the day.
Yeah, some people got to fucking get to open up for, who the fuck ever. I got to open up for Monkey, and I got to open up for FTB, and like that to me, like will forever be my heart, And,
I've like
that. Sorry, real quick, but Salmon was playing outside right before I went on, and they finished, and then they came in and they watched me play, and so I was like watching Salmon watch me, and that was fucking weird. Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me. They're looking at me.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
One of the things that's going on here too that's pretty cool is like me and Chip are DJs, and we're like pals with like the people in bands, and we've played shows with like some of your bands and shit, and like I think that's kind of a pretty cool thing that goes on here. Like that's different than San Francisco. The DJ shows are the DJ shows, and the band shows are the band shows. And here there's like no culture, so everybody who wants to listen to music and have a good time is forced to hang out together. Hooray, San Jose!
It's like the couple of guys that ride street bikes hanging out with the fucking Chopper Gang.
Well, us band geeks need you techie fucking DJ geeks to know how to fucking stream us on your fucking website and shit.
Oh, did you know COVID was coming and y'all been using me this whole time?
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
If I knew COVID was coming, I wouldn't have dropped my album a week before.
Oh.
Juan, you've been a little quiet. What's on your mind? We're a little over time now, but whatever. We have.
Oh no, I'm just like enjoying the discussion, man.
Well, I know Juan's had some like red letter self-affair dates for sure. I've been witness to quite a few of those.
The rainbow barf is back. Chip has got the. Is it like, does Chip have too much of the pinks and the blues, and the thing is just rainbow barfing him? Is the rainbow barf like a function of how much pink and blue you have?
If that was the case, then I'll be constant rainbow barf.
I took like pretty much like all the lights that I used to use in bars, and I set them up all around the house. My house looks like a fucking nightclub because I miss it so much.
The cops are driving down the street. Who's the drug dealer?
My neighbors think I'm so fucking weird. Like just all hours of the night, like random colors. Every room has colored lights in it, like amplified music.
Looks like Renna's gone red. Oh shit, Renna's gone fucking Technicolor.
Oh.
Hey.
Ooh.
He matches the background
John
on
Renna's
the Twitch channel.
OnlyFans.
Know it.
Put up your OnlyFans link, John. Let's do this.
I keep hearing about that. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
OnlyFans? Oh god.
How much time you got? I was thinking about
Bitcoin.
No, but I tried to buy some just for fun, and then enough, it went down after I
have many thousands of dollars invested in Bitcoin, actually.
Oh, really?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
I only put like $80 into it, so I have like a 16th of a 300th or something like that. I don't even know.
You have to be able to ride the roller coaster,
right?
And hodl, as they call it, which is hold on for dear fucking life.
That is why I only put in $80.
Yeah. So at the end of the year, maybe you make back like $8. You're gonna be like, yeah, dude, I could buy a pack of cigarettes.
Dude, if I double up jokes. Although I don't know the rate things are going, eventually a pack of cigarettes is going to be like $20.
Yeah.
This is why I have like just backlogs and stores and backlogs of fucking seeds, fucking weed. That's going to be the real commodity in the wasteland. You fucking I have all that shit on lockdown.
Where's Patrick Kaufman? We need to get him on here.
I sent him a link. It's like hit or miss trying to get him to notice a message on Facebook Messenger or even on his phone.
You know what? The thing is, Patty K hasn't gotten addicted. Patty K isn't addicted to Discord yet. What you got to do if you really want to get a hold of your friend, it's a 2-step process. First step, get them addicted to Discord. Second step, DM them on Discord. I could be like in the middle of fucking, and if somebody DMs me on Discord, I might respond to them.
I'd be like, here a little bit. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
This might be important.
Dude, I like Renna's like like
he's calling Patty K right now.
Oh, we could do a call out show, but you can't give Patty K's number live because that's not going to work. Actually. Oh shit! It does work. He's not going to hear us though.
What's going on, man?
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm watching a movie with my friend Samantha. What you doing?
I'm just sitting here talking to you and like several other people on Local Love. We were wondering what you were up to.
Oh man, I do love the Local Love people.
Yeah, you're live on the show right now.
I had a feeling I was live on the show right now. How's it going, everybody?
BK!
He can't hear the rest of us.
They can't hear you because I
can definitely hear him. He can't hear us.
Yeah, but they can hear you anyway.
They can hear me, but I can't hear them.
You need to call in and say hi and join the video because inquiring minds want to know what PK is doing on a Tuesday night, what movie he's watching, and what snackies he might be eating while he's watching it.
It's the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. We're smoking some purple. We're eating some Planters nuts. We're drinking some Topo Chico because it's the end of the world. We're hanging out with Sam. Say hi, Sam. Hi. We're live on the radio right now.
I mean, calling this the radio is a bit of an overstatement.
But yeah, we're hanging out.
Hey, it helps. It helps.
January, so we're not drinking. So that's exciting. How hammered are you?
Not very hammered. I'm just, just hanging out, having a good time. And we were talking about you on there. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to call him right now and see if I can catch him. Sure enough.
Well, I love everybody who I can't hear, but they can hear me, I guess.
Yeah, they can hear you.
That's probably his favorite part.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're making music. We're doing great.
Well, we love you too, and
all right, I'll call in a bit. Keep it real. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Wait. No, me and PK are like brother, like me and his brother.
I met his brother where they brought me eggs from their chicken.
Yeah, and so me and MK go way back.
Like MK?
MK is his brother.
The senior K.
His brother Mike, and I've known them for 20 plus fucking years, and we grew up together and came along together, and so I've known PK for many years, and we've done a lot of shows together, and we're more like family than we I don't know, it's weird because we were like friends and like family friends first, and then we were like music buddies, so that kind of came on the back end, but he's total brotherhood.
All right, I will actually reduce the quality of the podcast, and we'll just kind of keep this shit rolling here on Local Love. Since Patty K called in, and since it's a question on everyone's mind, what is your plan for the Wasteland?
Your fault, didn't make it to the vault. In a pool of blood from the police assault. No revolution instead, your body beaten blue and red. And a bright white light on the horizon instead. Then the napalm drops and the flames won't stop. The teacher's dead, preacher's dead, soldiers dead, cops. The napalm drops and the flames won't stop. The teacher's dead, preacher's dead, soldiers dead, cops. What you gonna do when no one comes for you? You better make a plan for the wasteland. So what's your plan for the wasteland? No mutants or martyrs, just malnourished kids. Tell them stories about all the fun stuff we did. No gas for the car and no shells for the gun. So sit back, relax, let the cannibals come. You wish they were zombies, but there's breath in their lungs. Breath in their lungs. What you gonna do when no one comes for you? Oh, what you gonna do when the hungry humans come for you? You better make a plan for the wasteland. So what's your plan for the wasteland? What's your plan for the wasteland? So what's your plan for the wasteland? Would you rather be starving? I would rather be gone. I would rather be dust when the bombs come along. So I fight with the dying when you can rest and be dead. We all need survival like a hole in the head. Pray you're safe and you're sound, not sleep in the ground. Pray the first fucking target is this quaint little town. When the gas came you choked, when the fun came you drowned. What you gonna do when no one comes for you? Oh, what you gonna do when the consequences come for you? You better make a plan for the wasteland. So what's your plan for the wasteland? Ain't got no plan for the wasteland. Thinking I'll go Sam for the wasteland. You're a bitch of pen for the wasteland. You got no plan for the wasteland. So what you gonna do when no one comes for you? You better make a plan for the wasteland. You better make a plan for the wasteland.
At first, it was like, check me out, you ain't doing nothing. But then after check me out, you ain't doing nothing, the anthem for the current situation became what's your plan for the wasteland?
Accurate.
Yeah.
Great fucking song. I mean,
Oh, dude, the Roughies are like I don't know, Patty K is my friend and shit. And like, but like, it's weird, like talking about how talented your friend is. It just feels
like you're bragging almost.
have you guys ever seen the Audi commercial he did?
He did an Audi commercial?
Yeah.
Is that why he picked me up in a fucking like electric supercar the other day? Oh, wait a minute. People can't hang out anymore. That's not true.
No, him and his brother have this weird thing with cars. They always acquire these weird cars through, don't ask me how, but they do. And so he always has a weird car to drive.
That's true. Like, as long as I've known him. He was my first. He was like my first friend that I made when I went to Westmont.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chip was at his brother's wedding. And so you kind of got a sense of the eclecticness that they have, you know.
Oh yes. Actually, I almost bought a car off of MK like way back in the days, like Gaslighter days.
See, usually you don't buy a car off him. Usually you lose a car to him. And that's the big difference. You know, most people don't have the relationship I have with him. I've never lost a vehicle to MK.
I only met either of them after I didn't have a vehicle, but also neither of them stole my bicycle or my bus pass.
They will find a way to your vehicle. If you hang out with them long enough, your vehicle will become theirs.
Fuck having a vehicle. That's why I live in a city.
Oh no, I must have a vehicle.
But now you can go visit PK at Starving Musician alongside.
That's somebody doesn't want. I'd be like, listen, dude, I need cables and I need you to give me a discount. He'd be like, this man is not wearing a mask.
Mike is only there in between band practices for the 9-band season.
Yeah. I had him in my band for like 4 band practices and then COVID hit.
Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, whatever. He's still in your band. He's basically automatically in everybody's band.
Yeah.
Micah is like the most prolific and accomplished musician in the South Bay. He's
honestly, it was one of the greatest 4 weeks of my life, really, getting ready for my album release party last year and getting to jam with Audith and Micah. It was fucking cool, and kind of Monkey's little sanctuary. And I mean, I've been there many times, but yeah, it was pretty cool getting
You know
to
what?
jam with
All the businesses have gone out of business, and there's like a bunch of office and warehouse space. I feel like we could also like make a sanctuary.
There should be.
It would be you'd be like, for as little as $37 a month, you too can support the art community in San Jose.
We could be like sad little dogs on one of those Sarah McLachlan commercials.
We'll just have Nahal write one about the fucking music scene in San Jose.
Oh, absolutely. Sweet Haya would make the song, and we'd all look sad and hungry.
Yeah.
But all we really want is a free warehouse.
Every single musician just standing there with their instrument, looking really sullen, and have like a cardboard sign in front of them or something. Like
you could just have Rivers
fuck
standing
that,
there.
fuck that. Stand there with like a fake cardboard instrument.
You can get everybody to play In the Arms of an Angel.
Do you
all sing
remember
it together.
shows?
In the arms of an angel.
No, but I'm not even kidding. Like the over there on North First Street, where all them fucking office buildings are, that shit's gonna tank, and we could totally get a warehouse to like do this podcast out of. Everybody could jam there. Like it would like literally be like, for the cost of 7 cups of coffee, you could support the arts in San Jose.
We laugh about it, but this is what it's going to be like in like a year from now, when there's literally no more venues to play at around here. We're going to be like, please help us. Like, we need attention. Somebody please listen to our music.
Somebody rent a warehouse.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to do though. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be cheap.
Dave, you remember the days of throwing like warehouse parties, like
in Oakland.
And
like
and
what
like-
happened? No, what happened in Oakland is going to happen in North San Jose, I think.
Oh man, yeah. I think that there's going to be a big resurgence for underground shows, especially because all these people that aren't making dick, but they own these buildings, but now they're not making like anything. They're going to probably be a little bit more open to like turning a blind eye if you want to throw an underground show and just kick them a couple G's, you know?
Hey,
Like,
no, check this out. As soon as there are dinner parties, we must all go to them. You find a guy who owns a lot of property and is a little cash poor. You're like, hey, dude, I could inject 10 grand into your scene. Let me throw a party.
Curtis is like, oh, you sweet summer children.
No, that's what happened in Oakland, though. Like literally, like, well, but
I don't think it's going to happen in the South Bay, because there are some very, very, very greedy people down there.
yeah, that is a big problem.
We're living in the town that has professional apartment showcasers.
What's that?
you know what? That's why like nobody's
I work
rented
in the
the extra.
apartment industry. I
Nobody's
feel like
rented.
I should know
Nobody's
this.
rented the extra room in my apartment because I haven't hired a professional apartment showcaser to come in and be like, there is a large television here. There's a room where this guy drinks too much vodka. Here is his freezer where he keeps his vodka. Oh, the dishes are done. That's amazing.
I'm talking about something a little bit different. Okay, so I'll frame it. The moment that I realized that there were professional showcase apartments is I went to check out an apartment near Falafel Drive-In in San Jose a couple of years back. And this is when the real estate was just banging. Real estate was just banging, and the neighborhood behind there is not a great neighborhood. It's kind of a shitty, you live right off of Santa Clara Street, so you don't expect.
Wait. You could go anywhere along the 522, and you could like take it home. When I looked for this place, I couldn't get a place along the 522 because I was like, you know what, I like to get drunk.
Yeah,
and I hate to pay for a taxi. If it's along the 522. Fucking buy that property. Be like, listen, you can get home anytime.
For sure. No, but I showed up to check out the apartment, and the guy, I walk in, and the guy says, "Oh, you're here to see the apartment?" I said, "Yes," and he says, "Okay, here's the applications. How many people are going to be living under this roof?" I said, "I got like 2 other roommates." He goes, "Great. Each one of you guys are going to give me $25 for the credit application and That's how we do things. And I said, is it refundable? He's like, absolutely not refundable. Okay, that's cool. So I grabbed the applications. I'm walking through the apartment thinking, I'm probably not going to go for this apartment because I'm not going to spend $25 an application for this. And this lady comes in and she's like, I really like the apartment. She's like, I like it a lot. And she pulls out literally a gang roll of bills and stuffs it in his hands. And he goes, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And she's like, when can I have it? And he's like, call me Monday and we'll sign the deed. And I'm listening. I'm like in the bathroom or whatever, like they're in the kitchen. I can see what's happening. And then she walks out and then I emerge from one of the back bedrooms. I'm all, so is the place still for rent? And he goes, oh yeah, sure. You can just give me the $25 now or the $25 later. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And I walked out of the house and there was like literally a line of people showing up. And they were like, he's like, yeah, I told this woman who gave me probably about $1,200 straight out of her purse.
I want a woman
that she had the building in front of other people, and yet I was still.
Oh, it's a scam.
About getting $25 from every person that comes to this place.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, so these apartments that are, they're really just shitty apartments, and you notice that they're all.
I mean, I know that feel.
You notice they're always in Craigslist, and they're always like $50, $100 cheaper than anyone else, but they're always advertised. It's the same apartment. They keep one apartment open out of the 20 units that they have, just so they continue showing it because that one apartment makes more than the other apartments.
I've seen similar things. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. If somebody is trying to rent me an apartment, they want my money and I'm not giving them any of it until I'm paying the deposit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's not, you're the buyer. That's like paying to fill out a job application. What the fuck?
What I started doing is that they said, "Oh, you got to
room.
We're going to need the $25 to run an Experian check on you." And so I was like, "Cool, I got an Experian account. Here's the paperwork." And they're like, "Yeah, but we're still going to run the check." And I'm all, "Oh yeah, here's Experian on my app."
Well, are you going to that? Yeah, that's the thing. Is like that's on them, right?
Yeah,
like that's like not on you. If they want to run a credit check, that's their business.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I haven't rented an apartment in a while. I've been here for 10 fucking years. These people are stupid. My neighbors like me. All these people are idiots.
Here's the thing if we want to get into the Bay Area real estate thing really fast and touch on that.
I think we'll get lines going all the way to the fucking train tracks.
Well, okay, so
tell people there's a room for rent here for $3 a month, but it costs $180 to come look at it.
Yeah.
Boom. Step 3, profit. Oh no, I'm already at step 3.
Dude, I was thinking about renting out one of my rooms as just a home away from home office, like home.
Run an Ethernet cable into there and keep that room clean.
Exactly. And then that way it's just like, you're paying half the rent that somebody would actually pay to live here. Your company's probably going to pay for it anyway. And then that way I don't have to have a roommate at nighttime and I can continue to play music and do shit like this.
Oh shit. Darkling's up in the chat. Everybody behave. And I mean, you two panelists.
What up, Darkling? Hola.
I love Darkling because I'm stoned as fuck right now for very little money because of Darkling. I just want to be like, up front. Darkling is like, you know how like politicians are owned by somebody? I'm owned by Darkling right now.
Dude, but no, I'm right there. Like, okay, Darkling says they've been in their place for 13 years and they ain't moving. Dude, I'm in the same boat. I moved into a 3-bedroom, like 2-bathroom duplex like 13 years ago, and I haven't left. Everybody else is like left, not me. I'm paying about.
You know what's crazier?
And I'm happy about it.
I'll be on 11 years in a couple months, and out of the 4 people that live here, 2 of the other ones are still here.
Wait, 2 of the other ones?
Like there's 4
in the apartment building.
Yeah, only 1 person has moved out of this 4-plex since I've been here 11 years ago.
Yeah, most of the people that are in my complex are in it for the long haul, for sure. So
I have the best neighbors. Like, listen, you never see me like running to the front door because the neighbors are yelling. Oh, Curtis, I think you're muted. 2021, I think you're muted.
Oh, am I?
No.
Nope. I'm just
He's
talking.
just doing sign language.
No, you said I have the best neighbors, and I was like,
hearing impaired.
I have the best neighbors, the best
neighbors.
Oh, God.
the best.
No,
My
like
neighbors have done it better than anyone's ever done it before.
Shout out to my neighbors, Chip and Media Wench and Juan. You've been here when my neighbors should have absolutely called the cops, and instead they came over.
We did.
Can't beat them, join them.
Those must have been the nights I played in studio.
This is First in Flight. This is 150 people, and this is the show.
Yeah.
The floor shakes as the bass creates a space where your past is discarded.